Welcome to St. Andrew Online. I'm Pastor Monica Jefferson. I'm the lead pastor, senior pastor of St. Andrew United Methodist Church. We're located at 3975 North US Highway 67 in Florissant, Missouri. I invite you to join us on March the 11th at 8 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. for worship. If you're unable to join us in the St. Louis metropolitan area of Missouri, of Florissant, Missouri, then I invite you to join us through our website and listen to the sermons online. And you may also join us by liking us on Facebook. Now, our website, standrewumc.net, is SAINTANDREWUMC.net. Facebook is, of course, facebook.com, and then you would spell out St. Andrew UMC. That's SAINTANDREWUMC. This week, as I continue in the series, helping us to go back to the basics or to teach about the basics of Christianity and the basics of how we should live our lives as witnesses, ambassadors, maturing believers in God through Jesus Christ, as God guides us through the Holy Spirit in our life every day. I'm talking about the next steps is how do we make changes? How do we make those changes in our lives to move us toward becoming our good, better, and best selves? Uh, this week, I'm talking about changing attitudes, changing the way that we respond and the way we perceive the world around us. My points of my message is changing attitudes, changing minds, and changing our actions. I'm using John chapter 4 from the Gospel 4 34 through 37. The text that I'll be focusing on is where we are reminded that some sow and some reap. Now, if some of you are like me, I didn't grow up in an environment where I knew much about planting and harvesting, but I do understand, as one who grew up in an urban setting, that I know that there are people who are barrier breakers, and they struggle, and they're advocates, and we benefit from those persons who are those barrier breakers, or those persons who are the first to do something, or they're right there at the beginning. And sometimes in our lives, we have had to be that person or those persons. We've had to be there right at the beginning and struggle and figure out how something works. And sometimes we have been the persons that have benefited from those kinds of actions of people. Well, in this lesson, Jesus broke all kinds of conventions in this lesson by speaking to a woman from Samaria. Samaritans and Hebrew, Orthodox Hebrew people, or practicing Hebrew people, were not to have any contact. But Jesus brought his message of freedom and grace and acceptance to this woman of whom society and culture said that he was to have no contact with. There are people all around us that culture and society, and maybe even our own attitudes, what we've been taught, what we have come to know as comfortable and acceptable, that we, our own attitudes, are the very barriers that prevent us from witnessing to the power of God in and through Jesus Christ. Well, I invite you to join us as we talk about how can we begin to make some changes in our own lives so that we can be those witnesses and also mature and grow in our own way of living in faith and practice, so that we can pass that on to our children and our neighbors and our friends, that God finds purpose and value, finds something that is valuable, amazing, and wonderful in the lives of all of us. And so we're going to learn how to be advocates and barrier breakers, and also how to be thankful and pass on the benefits of those who have been advocates in our lives. As I remind you each and every week, when you gather with us, either on the website or when you gather with us at St. Andrew, one is a very important number, because one idea, one new idea, or one new act of kindness can literally be just what someone needs in order to change their lives in the way that they think about God through their encounter with God through us. And so I send you, reminding you that St. Andrew, our vision is that we're creating community in Jesus Christ. And I send you this way: one thought, one action, one prayer, one thought, one action, one prayer. Go, go into the world. You and the attitude that you take with you may be the only way that people encounter God, the only way that people encounter Jesus Christ and the power of God's Spirit in your life. May your attitude be one that is draws people to God by drawing them to you, who have been influenced by God. You matter to God. You matter to us. See you next time, or see you on the website. God bless.